Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Devin Bush in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Jack! Wait. 56. 56. Check 56. Got you. Go.
From the gun, Winston. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake. Winston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Set, 19, 24 down coming.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now on second and 16. Watson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Wait. Watch the run.
Jameis to throw it. He finds Corey Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, and he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, Winston. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
14. First down, Broncos.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Johnson running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
That's 24. Got one. Let him go. Check up. Watching it go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This is Geis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Winston now from the 50. His throw incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go.
Play action now. Winston. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, let's give it to Perkins. Check 52.
Switch.
He's coming. Tommy. We got double up. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Easy, easy, easy. Hey, screen. Screen.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Green, triple T.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 43.
Jameis again.
Check it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
56. Mike, 56.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Easy, 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 easy. Hey.
56 to Mike.
On third down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 19. 19-4.
Spawn. No, real sick.
Nine, go. Out and go. Out and go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here, baby. Your trip is here.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Yo. Yo. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike 50. Check Mike 50.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Easy. Sonny. Sonny.
48th Mike. 48th Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Winston. He's going to fire one deep. They've got his man. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Safe.
Hey, stop.
81.
Easy. Hey.
Check 48.
To throw is Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Pettis once again the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, Winston. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. White 25.
6 right there. 56. Let's go, D.
Easy. Hey, easy. Come on. Run back.
Watch twitch. Watch.
White.
Check 3.
Again, it's Winston. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 50. Flip.
Throwing, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. 56, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got his man, it's Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey,
Me. I got this.
Green, triple T.
Ball trot. Check 56. All right. Here we go. Let's go, boys.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Easy.
They'll throw again. Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Switch. Line and go. Switch it. Line and go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Set. 19. 24. Cut. Line and go. 150. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check out. Check out.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Broncos first down.
Reset. 19. 24. Let him know. Let him know.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Winston. A short throw caught by Andrews. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the shift. 56, Mike, 56. Get that quarterback.
5-0. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
Winston now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
56. That's what I do. Slam. Flip. Hey, straight. Turn. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Wait. They're not ready for this.
Green, Timothy. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big run there by Johnson. 55 yards.
First down, Denver.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
55, Mike, 55. Here we go, let's bring it.
Hey, 31.
Let's bring it. Check. 56.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I'm here all day.
31.
On second down, Johnson. fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
We're set.
Like any egg. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Get your swerve on. And let's go. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. And let's go.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Set. 19. 59.
Push him back. Push him back. Switch.
1, 2, 3. And go. And go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Past the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Pick me up. Here we go. Whip.
Again, Geis. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Rap. Shift.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
25.
Mike 50. Mike. Ricky.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Reset. 19. To the pass. Put the boys down. He's coming.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Down him. Look.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Matt. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Green, come see.
Here's Winston. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Put it to the jet cover. Put it to the
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Wait. Hey, stop.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And really pouring it on now are the Cowboys. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
What is that? 19.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Denver, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
blue 80. Ready to go. Ready, blue 80. Come on, ready to go. Ready, blue 80. Green, triple team. Easy, easy, easy. Green, triple team. Ready to go. Ready, white 25. Flip, ready to go. Ready, black 22 set. Green, place that up. Ready, black 25. White, 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 white. Place that up. Ready, black 22 set. Hey, place that. Ready, black 22. White, 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 white. Hot. Ready, black 25, the hot. Ready to go. Ready, blue 80. Hey, sub, sub, sub. Boys, head up. Ready, white 25. Come on, Sunday. Hey, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Easy, 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 hey. Let's go, boys, hot. Ready, blue 80. Green, ready to go. Ready, blue 80. Ready to go. Ready, blue 80. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Ready to go. Ready, blue 80. Quick, ready to go. Ready, white 25. White, 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 white. Easy, easy, easy. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Where's that up? Ready, black 22 set. Hey, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Blue John Conquerors.
Where's that up? Ready, black 25. White, 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 white. Blaze up. Ready, black 22 dots. Sonic. Hot. Ready? Black 22. Hey, sub. Sonic. Echo. Let him go. Ready? Black 25 behind. Come on. Sunday. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Boys, hand up. Ready? Blue 80. Boys, hot. Ready? White 25. Flip. Let us go. Ready? Blue 80. Let us go. Ready? Blue 80. Let us go. Ready? Blue 80. White. Let us go. Ready? Blue 80. Hey, boys, hand up. Ready? White 25. Boys, hand up. Ready? Black 22, hand. Boys, hand up. Ready? Black 25. Hot. Ready? Black 22 hot. Hey, sub. Here we go. Let us go. Ready? Black 22. Come on. Sunday. 5-0. Easy. Hey. Boys, hand up. Ready? Black 25 behind. Boys, hot. Ready? Blue 80. Let me go. Ready? White 25. Top up. Let me go. Ready? Blue 80. Flip. Let me go. Ready? Blue 80. Let me go. Ready? Blue 80. Green, triple C. Boys, that up. Ready? Blue 80. White, boys, that up. Ready? White 25. Boys, up. Ready? Black 22, hot. Hot. Black 25. Ready. Black 22 hot. White, 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 white. White, 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 white. Let we go. Ready. Black 22. Sonic. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Boys, hand up. Ready? Black 25 to hot. Boys, hot. Ready? Blue 80. Where we go? Ready? White 25. Green 17. Ready we go? Ready? Blue 80. Ready we go? Ready? Blue 80. Ready we go? Ready? Blue 80. Boys, that up. Ready? Blue 80. White, 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 white. Boys, that up. Ready? White 25. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy, easy, easy. Blaze up. Ready? Black 22, hot. Hot. Ready? Black 25. Ready we go? Ready? Black 22. Boys, hand up. Ready? Boys, hot. Ready? Black 22. Hey, ready we go? Ready? Black 25. Ready we go? Ready? Blue 80. Come on, ready we go? Ready? White 25. Ready we go? Ready? Blue 80. Boys, that up. Ready? Blue 80. Boys, that up. Ready? Blue 80. White, 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 white. Boys, up. Ready? Blue 80. Hey, 5 on the 50. Hot. Ready? White 25. Ready we go? Ready. Black 22 set. What? Boys, hand up. Ready. Black 25. Boys, hand. Ready. Black 22 set. Hey, sub. Ready to go. Ready? Black 22. Come on. Sunday. Ready to go. Ready? Black 25 to hush. Ready to go. Ready? Blue 80. Green triple C. Ready to go. Ready? White 25. Boys, that up. Ready? Blue 80. Boys, that up. Ready? Blue 80. Green. Boys, that up. Ready? Blue 80. Hop the hat. Ready? Blue 80. White, ready to go. Ready? White 25. Hey, boys, hand up. Ready? Black 22 set. Boys, hand. Ready? Black 25. Ready to go.